Yibbity 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 yibbity. Oh no! That is awesome. Hello, welcome to another Badgering TV stream session. This is me, the good old me, Von Maura here. What up? How is your day? Hopefully awesome. Maybe even more awesome. And maybe even the best day of your life. The best. What is this? Yeah. Yes, today we're going to be talking about 8 different subjects, including EA, the worst company in America, second time in a row. StarCraft Ghost, just that. Hackers, targeting Uplay, get a first look at Project Eternity environments. Rocksteady endorses Batman new developer for the new Batman game, that is Batman Arkham Origins. Then there's kind of an interview, but mostly related on Starforge. Metro Last Light's video, and there's also the testing the Oculus Rift on Team Fortress 2 virtual reality. Ooh. So that kind of fancy stuff. And also I'm going to be playing solo Diablo 3 because Unheard died last week. So I need to do this solo then. But he's going to be joining me anyway. As a spirit, as a ghost, he wanders here in the mumble. What up, Unheard?
I'm not a fucking ghost.
You died in Diablo, so you don't exist anymore, except as a ghost.
Okay.
No, just kidding. How are you doing today? How's your Wednesday? Or how has your week been?
Yeah, it's been kind of busy actually. A lot of school stuff, before it's not a long time before the final exams come, so it's gonna be fun. Nah.
Alright. Not. And so, with that, let's just, now when I'm still in town, let's hop to the first topic.
No introduction? What the fuck?
Look,
that was,
I
it
didn't.
was an introduction.
I
It
did
was
an introduction, you
sure,
son of a
dude,
lover.
You're fucking taking that thing seriously, man. Okay.
Okay, so EA makes
Fire
worst company in America history, wins title for second year in a row. Thoughts on that?
Americans are dumb.
Also,
Is that even a question? They actually had a vote down there, and people actually genuinely voted that shit.
but was it this, or was it something else that was like completely like an internet poll?
Well, it's kind of dumb from any point of view you look at it, because if they are doing, like, for example, in this case, internet poll, right?
Yeah.
There are not gonna be people who are gonna be voting for worst company in USA, Walmart, right? They're just not gonna do it because they're
Yeah.
not buying stuff in Walmart, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of unfair against EA because, okay, right, there was like companies like Microsoft and Apple and whatnot. All of them were there, but mostly, like, how many gamers are there? Millions of them,
Yeah.
right? And everyone's like, yeah, fuck those guys. Like, there you go. We have a horde.
Well, EA has been kind of reputable in case of being bad in terms of their consumers or the guys who buy products from them. Like, this article was kind of like had 3 main points why EA was kind of selected the worst company in America this year. So, 1, provide a product people want and like, and they haven't been doing. Sure, they have some good games there, here and there, that are kind of awesome and good, but there's a lot of products that are not actually good. They're just kind of money grubbing from the people, money away from them, and not really like kind of letting the developers focus on their games and do an actually good sequel. For example, let's say Dragon Age 2. Many people say that is an awful game. It's an awful sequel to the Dragon Age 1, which was absolutely brilliant.
Well, we can take an example, a very recent game, SimCity, right?
SimCity, yeah, exactly, that as well. Uh, they just want to get money away from like kind of like just okay. It's might not. We might have to think about it. No, we're gonna release this so we can get the money away from those consumers, which is kind of awful. But that's one thing. They haven't been providing the products that people want and like. They have been mostly money grabbing things. And second of all, sell your product at a reasonable price. How many EA games cost less than $60 on release that are not free to play?
Every single EA game. Well, if you buy it officially from the thingy, what is it called, Origin and other shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can get. I'm actually always doing that. I never buy directly from either Steam or Origin games. I don't do it because I can save up to like 20-30 euros just by buying it either on eBay or there are some cool websites that actually sell the keys and they send them through the email. And they are legit. They're legit. That's legit stuff. I don't see a reason why I should spend more money.
But in terms of if you buy the box, let's say you go to a store and
it feels I agree on that one because my favorite box of all the boxes I have is actually the StarCraft 2, the Wings of Liberty. It's just awesome, man.
Yeah. And thirdly, support the products you sell. Now, EA support services have been kind of awful.
Rubbish.
There have been kind of a lot of outcry in terms of those being just generally awful. That they might just I have this thing with my Origin account. Don't whine about it or you'll get banned. Like what? Hold on. What's going on? I'm just shut it. And then it's like what? That happened. I just wanted to log into my account. No. It just come on, EA. And then there's I like how Total Biscuits talked about in his what's it called, content patch. He talked about EA, and there was one guy, I don't know what he was, like the co-founder or what was he, but he was kind of make this letter of an apology that's not an apology really. Like, we can do better. Oh, no shit. You can do better. That's surprising. And then he's kind of apologizing there, but he really isn't. It's like, well, some guys don't like that we put this guy on the cover of the new Madden game. Like, they're kind of homophobic about this. Like, there's a whole lot of bullshit in EA. Just it's funny how this guy said in the Facebook as well, like, EA is literally Hitler.
Yes, right. I actually saw that comment. It was amazing. Fucking love it.
Yes.
Forget the guy's name, but props to him, man.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Let's take 2 more topics, then I'm gonna play at least a little in the middle, because I'm kind of wanting to try this new setup. Like every time I'm in town, we're gonna take a look at these news that we have and subjects. We're gonna talk about them, or if it goes to, or if we think we have a lot to talk about one particular subject, I might just show it and then go off to kill people. Away from my computer and go shoot at people. Nope, didn't say that. Kill monsters in Diablo. Okay, so next, StarCraft Ghost. Go ahead and...
Interesting, very, very interesting, to be honest, because it's like a role-playing type of StarCraft. I believe it has the game has the same units, right? As the
Well,
StarCraft.
it's Star Trek universe. You
StarCraft, yeah.
wouldn't. It would be no wonder if there were alternate dragons, hydraulics, and all that. There as well, there might be something completely different that we haven't seen in the Star
Super
Trek games as
interesting.
well.
And there are rumors that uh, they're actually going to maybe release it someday, because I read that this development is not development, but the announcement was in back in 2002,
Yeah,
and that's like way back in time.
but
I was a little sucker back then.
the thing about StarCraft Ghost is that it has been like it was developed at the time, but then it was put on freeze, like they were putting it on hold.
Yeah.
They said it at the time, and this just doesn't say it. The news here doesn't say really anything different. It's still kind of on hold. It might come eventually, but there's no certainty if it ever will get developed all the way.
At this point, I'm not quite sure what's worse, Blizzard time or Valve time. It's difficult to because both of them have been terrible at
Like,
putting
where
out
the fuck is
content.
episode 3? Shit!
Like that's the real thing. Valve does not know how to count to 3. They do not know.
Okay,
And actually,
we have 1, 2. Okay, now let's start again. Episode 1, 2. Oh, now we're gonna need to have to stop. Okay, let's go again. Left 4 Dead 1, 2. Well, what? Hold on, not 3. Okay. Hey, but they said 4.
did you
Shit.
say 3?
But no threes, no threes. They jump over it. Okay, we're gonna make Half-Life 2. Oh, here's left 4. What's the number in between? I've never heard
It's
of
1,
that.
2, and 4. I mean, duh.
Obviously.
But it does seem like actually Blizzard does not know a number 3 either. Okay, they do know actually.
Warcraft 3,
3.
Diablo 3.
No, Diablo doesn't count because it's shit.
It's mostly shit. Okay, anything else about StarCraft Ghost? I personally would. Well,
I'm interested in it.
I
Very.
was kind of interested in it at some point, but then it was set on hold. I was like, nah, whatever. And it was anyway gonna be like a console shooter, and I didn't have a console at the time, like an Xbox or something like that. I didn't have when talk about it was like big at the time, but I kind of couldn't care less. If they make a good game out of that eventually, it might be nice, but yeah, not waiting for it.
It will be a Blizz game, so.
But you could question, seeing as Blizzard has never made an FPS game or a shooter, that can they do a good one?
It's gonna be interesting nonetheless if they actually decide to release it in my lifetime, because the odds are, let's be honest, very small.
Like StarCraft Ghost, released in 2012. So in about 100 years, it's gonna be up there. Wait
Now.
for it.
So we are starting to work on it
It's,
already.
it's in the starting, yeah. It's pretty soon done. Done soon. Okay, next subject. Hackers target Uplay exploit. Can download Uplay
Good job,
games for
guys.
free. So, come on, talk about it.
Good fucking job by them, because I mean, fuck Uplay. I mean, seriously, that is the worst of all of the DRMs. Even the Origin is not as bad as the Uplay, because it just completely locks out everything.
Completely locks out everyone. Well, I
mean, the offline play and such.
oh, yeah.
Ugh,
I have
man,
very little
it's
experience
bad.
about Uplay, and I think I
Why
played
why the heck do we need another one?
because they want to have control. That's kind of the thing. We are trying to stop piracy, but then again, they want to just keep people online because there's more temptation to buy new stuff, maybe, or Holy shit, this lags. Stop lagging.
Well,
Thanks.
but I mean, if I am a hardcore gamer and I do actually play a lot of games, a ton of games.
Yeah.
Uh, I play all of the games. It's EA games, Valve games, or any really Ubisoft games, right?
Yeah.
And now I have three DR like these managers on my computer. Why the heck does it have to be like that?
Well, it's kind of the thing. They all want to make a platform that
Better
themselves.
than
Like,
Steam.
no, well, it can't say if it's better than Steam, but they want to have like something that can at least try to contest Steam. It's of course not beneficial if we have just one monopoly. Let's say Steam was the only kind of online this
And
platform where you release
it's
stuff.
actually super interesting because let's be honest, the Steam has the monopoly on the industry, right?
Yeah,
They are playing good, man. They are not fucking overpricing stuff. They're actually they're driving the community more as they are making money. Of course, the community is interested. They have lots of subscribers. Let's just say that because
yeah,
they get money from time to time. Uh, they just have so many people, and just by letting them do the stuff, you can launch Steam offline and run your Steam games like single player games and such. You can do that. It's fine with them.
yeah. But the thing is, Steam has been around for a while, for quite a while now. It has been like what, 9 years already. Some of these new platforms are much newer, so they don't kind of have like the experience or the like background behind them. So Steam was at the start, as I've heard it, it wasn't exactly the best thing ever, and people were whining about it, like why does Steam exist? It's awful. I don't want to use it. But in many years, it has gotten to the point that it has been like polished. It's still kind of annoying at some times because it still blocks some game. You have to like restart it and do some shit. But
Well, yeah.
it has been polished quite a lot, which is why people don't whine about it as much now because it's has gotten much better due
let's
to
be
having
honest.
it like refined. Period.
Let's be honest. Steam has actually only got really good, like the past 3, maybe 4 years. Like it actually really started to develop itself. Uh, Up until that point, there wasn't a lot of change going on Steam. They didn't really actually do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, they added games and such, but they didn't actually add any new functions. They did some performance increase, right, and
Yeah.
just such minor stuff, right? But nothing like as aggressive. Now they're launching these communities, these greenlight stuff, workshop, and whatnot. So many stuff going on. People are actually having a great fucking time.
Yeah. Well, the thing is now that Valve is actually listening to the consumers and trying to print exactly what the consumers want, as long as it somehow gives something back to Valve.
Gaben actually has brain in his belly.
In his belly.
Because that's why his belly is so big. There isn't enough space in his head. His fucking massive brain.
Holy shit, that came out of nowhere. Brain in the belly. Whoa.
I fucking love that guy.
Did we actually just bypass completely the thing? About Uplay, you just started to whine about it, how it's awful service, and the thing is, it was
It is
hacked.
well, yeah, about the hacking thing. They actually got, the hackers got their hands on this new Far Cry 3 expansion thing.
Yeah.
Which is set to release on the 1st
Of May.
of, what is it, May,
May.
yeah.
That's kind of hilarious.
Are they
It's
fucking
already there.
Are they fucking stupid? Why the fuck is it there?
And why the fuck
Why
do
the
they
hell
let
is it-
hackers get access to that?
They're just fucking. There is no comment for the actual stupidity, and they're like, coming, yeah, everyone's everyone who's going to torrent that shit and upload videos of it and said they're gonna get like banned and whatnot. It's your fucking fault. Stop whining about it. God damn it.
God damn it, Uplay and Ubisoft and whatever.
Well, it's mostly Ubisoft.
Yeah.
There's just really no comments on that one.
Yeah, I don't really have that much experience about Uplay. I only used it for, I think, 2 or 3 games. Assassin's Creed was one, and then some small game, what was it called? From Dust. And then finally, I think I played a little bit of Heroes and Might and Magic 6. But those work pretty nicely with it. But of course, it's kind of awful that I have From Dust and Assassin's Creed on Steam. And then I have to also log on to Uplay to actually play them. This is kind of ridiculous. But I think the same thing is also with what's this? Gatling Gears? No, Gatling something was the game. Hold on, let me check.
Check it, but
Yeah, Gatling Gears.
Terrible.
Gatling Gears. That also requires me to log on to Origin as well. So I have it on Steam, but when I want to play it, I have to log on to Origin, and then from there I can start it and then play it. That's kind of silly, like having multiple DRM, so to speak.
Yeah, the multi-DRM stuff is just fucking annoying. Actually, DRM as a thing is just super bad because, let's be honest, not everyone has like a monster PC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from day to day, the DRM like software is getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier on your CPU, on your GPU. Actually, not GPU, only CPU basically, and mostly memory, like the RAM memory. It slows down the gameplay.
Yes,
And in my opinion, that is the worst thing. I'm actually personally, I'm fine with always online. I'm okay with that. I'm anyways always online. It doesn't matter for me. For other people, okay, I understand. Maybe a little stupid, but what you can do. But the fact that it slows down the game, it's not for me. I'm not the guy who likes like underdeveloped software.
Well, the thing about always online is in single players, it's kind of pointless. Why should it be there? What does it add to the gameplay experience? If it doesn't, it shouldn't be there.
It could add to gameplay experience. For example, comparing stats to your friends or whatever, whoever the fuck uses that shit, right? Mostly no one.
But it kind of feels a little bit pointless to have. Like, why couldn't you play? Well, you can't play Diablo 3 offline because you have to have auction house access. Yeah, and that's so fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and the statement that they released that, oh shit, auction house is shit, right?
Yeah.
It just proves, guys, think before you do anything.
Like, and also with the latest SimCity, I don't know why it has to be always on. Sure, they actually made it so it actually could be less of a burden for modern PCs to handle, or the average PCs to handle, because some of the calculations are done on the server side.
Which is not true.
Isn't it?
Okay. It isn't, because hackers, I'm not sure. Oh, that's cool.
Holy shit. Holy
Dude,
shit.
Survive. Just survive. So we have...
Holy shit. Well, fucking mortars. Yes?
So, where was I?
Not true, SimCity doing server-side stuff.
Yeah, right. I'm not sure if it was the same, or probably not. But they launched this developer mode on SimCity somehow with some commands, some easy fucking shit, right? And they launched the game, and the game worked perfectly fine.
Oh yes,
It
was
it
it
worked
some
fine.
guy hacked it?
They were able to like build outside of the boundaries. Like there
Ah,
is
so
this square thingy, which you're not able
right.
to down. He was able to do it, right? Which is like the first. What the fuck, dude? Come on, like, and then like this last problem. Actually, the single problem that was there was that he wasn't able to save it because the game actually saves uh, your city on the server.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Uh,
So it's once again just bullshit. They want to have people
it is
online for
bullshit. It is just bullshit. It is
some.
just bullshit. The game was working perfectly fine. It was even better.
Holy shit.
Like, of course, he enabled the developer mode. He had like infinite money and whatnot and such stuff like that. But people were driving to their works and doing all that stuff perfectly fine. Why the heck are they doing that? No idea.
Well, I guess it's the piracy handle here.
It isn't the piracy.
Well,
It's the
it
money
kind of
stuff.
is always.
They would be fine with the piracy if they made what they want to make, like money wise. I suppose.
I feel like
I
it's
do not believe.
always piracy. They want to gather as much as money as they want, so they want to have it like always online, so people can't play it as easily offline. Oh, they can't pirate it that easily. Yeah. But of course, at some point someone's gonna hack it anyway. But it's gonna make it a lot harder if you have to play it online to actually do shit with it.
I'm just really sad about their decisions, and I'm actually really happy that for now they're being like really shit on. Like right now, I
Shat on.
really hope. Yeah, shut on. Oh, that's actually a word. Holy crap. Uh, that they're gonna put themselves together and just fucking start to move their asses or brain or whatever they use
Yeah.
to develop games and software.
Hopefully we'll get some better stuff in, and people with brains actually deciding what's sensible. Now, of course, it's not their fault that we actually still buy their games because of those ridiculous stuff they do. It's like if we keep on putting money on them, they can just keep on doing ridiculous stuff.
Well, I am a long time hardcore Need for Speed fan. I'm actually really excited about any of those series.
Yeah,
There are some better ones and some worse of those series. I'm a racing fan, right? I was a little kid, fucking played the first and the second and the third. Like I could play through them the whole day, right?
yeah,
And just complete the campaign. And I was in love. I thought EA was like the best company ever, and that's it, right?
yeah.
Well, they kind of drove down with that car.
Down a cliff, oh baby.
Unfortunately, but I really hope they're gonna put themselves together. That's not the way to move the industry.
Yes, yes. And on the other side, we have some bright companies like how can I? How did I forget this? What is it called? The guys who made Witcher.
It's the CD Project Red.
Yeah. Exactly, those guys.
Brilliant
They're
people.
awesome. Like shit. They have GOG, which is an excellent service. Like DRM free
Yeah, buddy.
old games that like work on modern computers and what's it called? Systems soft. What is Windows called? What's the word for it?
What's the Windows? What do you mean? Depends. What do you mean, buddy?
Come
Let's go.
on. No, that's. Come on. Can't remember the English word for it. Well, whatever. Let's just call it Windows. Work on the modern day Windows, so Windows 7, which is kind of nice. Some of the old games don't work without like the GOG stuff that I do in there.
Okay, I think I know what you mean. I don't think is there a specific word for that?
Hmm. So like they all, I can't remember the word for all of them combined. Like what is OS X, Windows, uh, Linux? What is the word that kind of like
Those are
categorizes them?
operating
Yeah, yeah,
systems,
exactly.
most likely.
Operating systems, exactly.
I was like, what could it be?
What could it be? The million words that I could be thinking of. I don't have that many words
Yeah.
in my head though.
A million?
Nope, not happening.
Really?
Nope.
Actually, it's a kind of interesting subject. How many words do we have? Do we know?
If you really want to start counting, it's not. That's not gonna work either. Because you're like, well,
Exactly.
what did I
I
say?
mean,
What?
you could just effing count like numbers, right?
That is silly. You are a silly goose.
That's fucking how I approach a problem. Making it impossible to solve.
Or making it too easy to solve. And like you did solve that. Like, oh, I can just count numbers, but
Technically. So there's an infinite amount of words.
But what happens when you reach like a certain number that you can't even say anymore, that you don't know what it is?
Well, there isn't a number that, like,
Like, what is 9
I
million
mean,
billions? What's the worth of that?
a 6 trillion, probably.
6
9
tri-
million. Yep. There are actually a lot of numbers like quadrillions and shit like that.
Yes,
There are quite a bit of numbers down the line.
Okay, so next subject. Let's gonna take a look at Project Eternity. Do you have?
That's yours, man.
Yeah, that is
That's
mine.
all you.
Do you have any? Do you know anything about it?
Brighten me.
Brighten you. Okay, I'll make you a little bit whiter with some
Yes,
glow
please do
on
it.
it. Okay, so let's take a look first at this video.
That's probably a fucking goblin. Come on.
There's no 3D
I
geometry.
wanted to look at the video as well.
And it's running on a totally normal run-of-the-mill PC. Do you think I'm lying? You're pretty proud of what we've been able to produce. When we approach these environments, we wanted to hit three things. Water, which is pretty cool.
Now, it's only about the environment. Like, there's only about the environment showing off the graphics. And it looks kind of similar, because similar to the old RPG games that I like to play very much.
It actually does look like, it does like look like the classic like Diablo stuff, right? Like almost. It's, of course, it's like modern colors and shit like that,
Yeah.
shadows and whatnot. But just the perspective, like how you look at stuff.
Yeah, it's been designed to be like the good old Baldur's Gate 2, Planescape Torment, Icewind Dale, all those games. It's
It
kind
looks
of
superb.
it's and holy shit, I'm kind of expecting this game to be awesome.
Man.
Baldur's Gate 2 is probably one of my favorite games, like in the top 3, let's say.
And there's a day-night change. Oh.
And there's Diablo characters
lovely.
in the behind, like look. Kind of spoiling the mood, but still. A little bit of opacity.
It is cool indeed.
Yeah. So that's how it looks. And it's kind of funny, this thing that actually, that's 2D, mostly.
Yes.
That's
I
2D.
know. It's just
It's
shaders
it's the
popped
same
on top
thing
of each other.
was in Baldur's Gate 2. Like, it looked kind of, it wasn't superbly like beautiful, but it is kind of ageless.
So as a reminder, that's all 2D stuff. That's all renders that we rendered from a 3D image and then touched up.
Is it like a
There's no 3D geometry
point and click type of game?
And it's running on
Well,
a
it's I
totally
don't know
normal
if it's
run-of-the-mill
gonna be
PC.
this sort of
Do you think I'm lying?
turn-based. Like, it doesn't seem like it's turn-based, but how the Baldur's Gate 2 and 1 worked, it was kind of turn-based, but it seemed like it was in real time. So you have a certain amount of things that you can do in a turn, and you kind of just whack away at real time, and then you see the results. It's D&D stuff. I don't know how this game is gonna work exactly, but I'm kind of expecting the same thing. So you have a certain group, and you go on an adventure all around. There's gonna be different sort of classes, and I believe you can play it in multiplayer as well. So you can control different characters for each one.
That's quite cool.
But the thing about the old school RPGs like Baldur's Gate and the Baldur's Gate 1, 2, the expansions, that Icewind Dale, Planescape Torment, they all had an excellent story. Like the story part is the most interesting thing that were in those. It's kind of an epic tale. Like in Baldur's Gate 2, 1, you're actually a child of the god of murder. Exactly. You're the child of the god of murder, Baal. Like, that's the kind of epic scale that you are actually the child of a god, and now you're set on here to do stuff at, like,
Right.
in the first Baldur's Gate, the story goes like this. There's one guy named Sarah, who is like the boss of the game, and he is also a child of Baal. And whenever a child of Baal dies, the other guys grow stronger. So that means when there's only one child left, he's gonna become he's gonna become the god of murder in that case, because he's gonna be so strong. Kind of like the all set up. I also like the kind of the theme that the game has, and all the settings, like the fantasy world and all that, exploration and stuff. But also like the whole theme, the gods, and you are a child of God, and I can't explain it in English. It's so awesome. Also, kind of nostalgic.
Definitely.
But definitely,
it's really cool that they're doing stuff like that. They're really going back to the origins of the gaming.
Yeah.
Because that's how most of the current gamers started. Okay, I'm not talking about 12-year-olds that started, oh my god, Call of Duty and shit. This is awesome.
This wouldn't happen unless the people actually wanted it, because this game was funded through Kickstarter.
Exactly.
So it gathered $3.9 million.
And those are all hardcore fans right there.
Yeah.
And actually, another bonus that this is gonna deliver is that those 12-year-olds, there are probably gonna be some that are gonna pick up this particular game. They're gonna actually see like how shit is get done.
Yeah.
Like how the gaming really looks like.
And it's kind of like also should be a pretty good game, because Obsidian Entertainment has been making kind of good games, although some of them are kind of buggy. Like they did make Knights of the Old Republic 2, which was kind of buggy, but it was released kind of hastily for some reason. I don't know if it was the publishing side that was like hurrying it. You need to do this, and the actual ending was cut into something a little different. And it had a lot of bugs. Same with New Vegas. That was also made by Obsidian Entertainment. And it was a good game. It was much better than Fallout 3 was. It had lot more stuff in it. But it also suffered from the same thing. That it wasn't working always so nicely because it had bugs. But overall, they seem to be doing a kind of a good job. I think they also made Neverwinter Nights 2, which I also like very much. That game had a problem in the beginning, but because it was way too easy. But at the mid stages of the Neverwinter Nights 2 campaign, it turns out to be just pure bliss. So I'm kind of excited about this. I haven't followed it as much as maybe I should, because seeing as how excited I am, I'm always excited about old school RPGs, but definitely looking
none
forward
of us
to
have enough time in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Not enough time to do all the shit that I want to anyway. even though I'm jobless and I don't go to school. Shit.
Well, that's bad.
But
Get
nevertheless,
employed, son.
yeah, expecting it to be awesome. But next part, you didn't like Batman, the new Batman games, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
Well, it's
What's with
not
that?
that I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it as much as I would like to enjoy a superhero game
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a little bit of a comic fanatic.
Yeah.
You can call me that. Uh, Gotta love all those Spider-Man stuff and whatnot. That stuff's pretty cool. Keeps entertaining
Yeah.
for a while. Uh, I was a little disappointed because storyline is amazing in the last two, like Arkham City and Arkham Asylum games. It's really nice. Got props. Give props to that. It's purely the combat. I was expecting a little bit better combat. I walk in this battle room or whatever. You can just see there. It, sorry, I just hit the mic. That was bullshit.
That was bullshit. Indeed.
Uh, you walk in a room and you see this dragon thingy, devil thingy, like hanging off the wall. You know you're gonna have to jump on there. You know there's gonna be a fight, like right now. You see, you know, like God damn it, please. Okay, I was just like turned off by that mostly. Well,
And you also said it was
opinion.
kind of linear.
Yeah, linear. I mean
This first game, it's kind of linear.
that goes
That's
to
true.
linear because of course if there's like one room with this like dragon or whatever devil thingy hanging off the wall, you don't know because it has never happened before, right? You don't know that you can jump up there and grab it and then look at your enemies from above. That's not linear. As soon as the second time, okay, the third time, okay, let's just say it's the same building design or whatever,
Yeah.
which it is in Arkham Asylum actually. Uh, but come on, not the whole city.
The actual news was about the
Yes.
next Batman Arkham Origins is going to be developed by a different developer than it was before. And I personally, I haven't actually played Arkham City, which is one of those things that I don't have time to do everything that I want, and I haven't played Arkham City because of that. But Arkham Asylum was fucking awesome. I enjoyed it very much. Even though the combat is kind of simple, you just go in there, mash away, but it's so fluid and has kind of this impact in it that it's actually fun to do. Especially if you just put it a little bit harder, so it's not just simple smashing and blah 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 blah. But the story was amazing, and it actually, even though it's kind of linear game, and they use a lot of like same places naturally because it happens all in the asylum. But even though it is kind of linear, it didn't feel so linear to me personally. I felt there was some options, and even though like you can handle the rooms where the enemies are kind of differently, you can go full on aggressive. It's going to be harder, or you can just silently take one by one, or you can sometimes even completely like ignore some of the groups. You don't have to kill them, or you don't actually kill them, but like incapacitate them. Now, the thing about this new that's bothering me that is changing the developer. Now, Rocksteady did an excellent job in developing both Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, and now the developers are different. Now, I'm kind of scared: is this gonna turn the game bad on the next game? I haven't seen that much from this guy Eric Holmes. I think he did some sort of work on Earthworm Jim 3D or some hard game. Nothing impressive. And I haven't that much heard from the... What was it? Well, WB Games Montreal development team. I haven't seen that much stuff from them. I can't remember any good games from them, so I'm kind of concerned. But then again, it isn't actually that big of a deal if it isn't the greatest game in the world, because we still got those two awesome games.
You can be actually excited because there is a new player in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not a completely new player. As far as I know, they have a few games already in their backpack. The success formula is there by Obsidian.
And they're using the engine they Rocksteady made.
And they're using... Yes.
So it's they have the tools.
Good effing job. They have the tools, and probably they also will have this stuff, because they're gonna hire the same people, most likely. Mm-hmm. I assume that they're gonna do that shit, because it would be kind of silly just to hand it over to completely unfamiliar guys in the game that be just retarded. Because exactly. Why would they? I am looking forward to some changes. Would be quite.
And what changes would you want to have there?
What I would like to have, I actually like the Arkham City, like the openness of it. I'd like to have more variety to the
variety.
Variety. Yeah, that was a tongue twister for me. Yes. Some different art design in different sections of the city, stuff like that. Just to really let multiple designers work on the city, not only 3 maybe, yeah, because there are most likely 3 concept artists that say, okay, this is gonna look like that, this is gonna look like that. That's it.
Okay.
More of everything, basically.
More of everything, not that big of a demand.
More of a, I guess the combo of stuff in the fights was kind of fine. Do combos and shit. More of that even. Just put as an example, Tekken or whatever fighter, Street Fighter, yeah. Just mash buttons and do stuff, make it really fun, and just make it the Batman jump around like a fucking madman and do crazy shit, right?
Well, he does jump around if you make him do so, but the thing you can possibly
it's really repetitive.
But you could possibly make it a little bit more difficult to do those stuff, or maybe just
also,
make to achieve certain combinations you have to be
good point.
Timing the thing better, or maybe no, I don't know. Did I have something else to say about that?
Just waiting. Another game to be looking forward to.
Huh? Say that sentence again.
Not gonna say it because it was wrong. Fuck my English. Dude, I'm actually getting worse in Germany.
Worse in Germany?
Yeah.
Because of you talking English?
No, because I don't know even. I guess I'm too much influenced by the fucking German language. I should just move back to normal Baltic countries and just
talk Russian and
stay there.
Latvian and
exactly. Because the way the Germans twist their tongues is just stupid.
Germans, they sound silly when they...
I mean, okay, Hitler was Austrian, right? But he spoke Deutsch.
Yes, he did. But how does that correlate to anything that you said?
I guess my accent's getting worse.
Well,
should get better, but it doesn't. And the way I speak is not as good as it used to be, I think, and that's my opinion, but it could be wrong. Obviously, the vocabulary and all that and shit and jazz is better, but
the thing is, how much do you actually use it?
How much do I use what? English?
Germany.
German, I mean,
all
I
the
go
time.
to German school, right?
Yeah.
So quite a bit.
Quite a bit. But do you talk enough of it?
I actually talk enough, and that's probably a bad thing. That I talk too much.
Maybe that.
Shouldn't.
Well,
I shouldn't just really open my mouth when I'm in school.
just go there.
Just sit down.
Sit down, son, and be silent. There we go.
I'm just gonna tell to my like fucking teacher or whatever, dude, I'm not speaking German. My English is getting worse. That'd be effing funny, man.
Damn, man.
That'd be quite funny.
Quite funny.
Oh, that's actually really interesting. I just killed like normal skeleton king, and I got 2 rares from it.
That's not interesting. That's normal.
Normal, I mean, the
That-
level is
that-
normal,
that's,
but it's
that's
hardcore.
normal.
But it's hardcore.
But it happens. You get from each boss. You get at the first time you kill them on each difficulty level. You get
No, I usually get 1.
you get guaranteed 2 rares.
Bullshit, I usually get 1.
I always get 2 when I first time kill them. Always.
Well, lucky you then.
No. Bullshit, you're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
Yes, you are. You liar.
I'm gonna check it on the next boss, right? I'm
So happening, and you're
I'm
gonna be
gonna
so
make
blushed because you were wrong. Wrong, baby, wrong.
Shut up, Babyseal.
Shut up, baby Bill. Baby Bill.
Baby Bill? Baby Bill.
Holy shit, Bill. You turned into a baby.
So, there was a video on the Tech Syndicate at .com
Mm-hmm. About what?
for people to check it out. It's a cool hardware/gaming/everything computer PC website. Everything's there. It's all about interesting stuff there. About de-sucking Windows 8. They have some really cool tips there.
Come again. T sucking Windows 8. What?
De-sucking.
The sucking.
De-sucking. Yeah.
Okay.
How to de-suck Windows 8.
Ah.
There's a video.
Okay.
I knew most of that stuff, but there are some really useful tips. Just because of performance increase on the Windows 8, I think it's time to switch.
Time to switch already.
Yep. Even before the Service Pack release, it's I didn't expect that coming, but
Okay.
it's here.
You heard it, guys. It's time to switch. Okay, bye-bye. I'm gonna go install Windows 8.
Reinstall. Actually, I can upgrade like Windows 7 without even uninstalling shit. But don't do that. People, don't do that. Don't upgrade. It's bad for your computer, for your hard drive, for everything. Because most of the programs you have are not going to be supported. And stuff's just gonna go wrong. Do a clean install and just reinstall everything.
That's gonna be awful. I never like
That it takes an awful lot of time.
Yes, and which is
But it
why
also
I don't like
removes all the
to.
shit.
I don't like to do that because it takes so much fucking time to get back on track, and then you might lie. Oh yeah, I need this, and I need to download it now. I need this, and blah 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 blah, and all that. It's
Well, I mean, as
awful.
long as you have a really cool internet connection, it's cool. But
Which I kind of have, but still, nah.
I cannot be proud about my internet connection.
What? You can't? Yeah.
No, I can't. Dude, you had to press the fucking button. Dude, don't say it, just click on the button on the soundboard. You have it, I gave it to you.
Yes, you did.
Shit,
Fine.
did.
Yeah. Covered it with what? The maple kind, yeah.
The maple card, yeah. Did it.
Awesome, man.
should have that on a hotkey. That would be awesome.
Oh, that'd be epic.
Like,
Actually, you can do
bam,
it.
bring it.
Just
Oh,
down.
yeah. Oh, shit.
Maple card, yeah.
The maple card. What was in there?
Pony shit.
Oh, and I started playing Bioshock, by the way.
Oh!
One,
I
the
suppose
first
you're
one.
in. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I haven't played
It's
it.
fair enough because it's a good game. I can tell you that.
It doesn't feel that good.
Dude, shut up. You're
The-
gonna make people angry.
The shooting is boring. The combat is boring. The story and the world is interesting. But the biggest gripe
Dude,
I
you're
got.
asking for trouble right now. You're asking
I'm
for
asking
trouble.
for trouble when I have one viewer. Yeah. Oh yeah. Is this again? One viewer. One fucking viewer, and we fucked it up.
Is it you?
No, I'm one day. At least. Oh promising. Holy shit.
Can the one viewer support us and double our viewer count?
Or is it you? Are you there?
Oh, I don't think I'm there. Nope, I am not there. Nope, not kidding.
Not even being here. Holy shit, these guys do that. I'm kind of in a deep shit position here. Okay, I need to go back. Go back. Fucking mortars.
Are you love it?
Freaking love him. Nope. Not. I'm even kidding.
Love it. I love it.
Shit.
So, there I am. Like, what is it? 1/6.
That was near death experience. Didn't see my light flashing before me, but
It's an awesome thing to experience.
if you say so.
I suggest having one.
You're the one who has experienced it already, so I trust in your word. So go almost fall from a cliff. That's a good idea, apparently.
Fortunately, it wasn't a cliff. It was a
But
light balcony.
it doesn't
was a
have
light
to be the
balcony.
same thing that you did. It has to be
Oh, yeah.
just near-death experience.
By the way, there's on YouTube this crazy Ukrainian dude. He calls himself like Mustang Wanted.
Mustang Wanted.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's quite a funny name, but whatever. I don't give a shit. My name is funny.
Your name is Booney. You should actually rename yourself Booney.
Okay, wait a second.
Done. Easy
Done.
as hell.
So, the guy, he is actually doing all these stunts. He's like fucking training like parkour and shit. It's not
Mhm.
parkour, but he's like climbing stuff. And he just like goes on top of like this 20 or more story building, and there is a crane hanging off of it. He's like, okay, fuck it. He's just going up the crane, going at the end of the crane, and he just decides to hang on the side of it, right? Like with his hands.
I think I've seen a video.
And the base is flat. Like you can, it's not like a bar you can like grab securely.
Yeah.
The base is flat, like 90 degrees. Your fingers are straight. And he's like, okay, I'm just gonna do it with one hand. And he just does it. Like, what the fuck, dude? You're like fucking 200 million meters high.
Are you mental? No. I'm just
He's like,
brave.
he's just smiling,
And
waving to the camera. He's cool and shit. Like,
Yeah.
dude, come on.
He's got the minerals to do that. He's not broke
He's got
on minerals.
And somehow, very interestingly, he doesn't get as much views as it seems that he would on YouTube. He has a few these crazy ass balancing on the
Yeah.
edge of the fucking It doesn't get
Very,
as long.
very, very interesting.
It's kind of a little bit shocking to see it for yourself because it's not something people are used to, right?
So, what have you played besides PlanetSide 2, Diablo, and still playing Team Fortress 2?
StarCraft, man, StarCraft.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, you got that.
enjoying it. Yeah, buddy. I'm just actually I haven't played it in the last 2 days because I haven't played anything in the last 2 days. I was busy with the works, with the works.
With the
And
works.
but I've been really enjoying the game. I'm just like now pushing myself, pushing my skills. I'm not that good at StarCraft, obviously.
Uh,
I'm trying to hit most of the missions on hard. If I can, some of them on brutal.
okay.
Uh, uh,
How far
I'm
are
trying.
you in the single player campaign?
I think I am 9 missions in.
Okay, which planet is it?
Oh, dude, I don't remember. It was like 3 days ago. I don't remember all the names of the planets. I know only one.
What's on there on the planets?
Man, what did I do? I remember like other missions, but they're like level like planet 3 missions and shit. I don't remember the latest stuff. Uh, what the fuck did I do, man? You're just fucking with my mind, man. You know
So
what?
you
Fuck
haven't
it.
actually played beyond the
I'm just
first.
gonna go check it. I'm just gonna go check.
You're just gonna do that. Slowly but surely, this is
Check
my
it to
way.
be safe and sound. What else I've been doing? I've been mining some bitcoins.
Bitcoin, so you've done that.
I'm doing that currently.
How much are you getting per day?
Not a whole lot. I'm actually in the Tech Syndicate pool because
What are you doing with your microphone every now and then?
I'm adjusting it because I'm moving and I have to like aim it at myself.
It's
I
like
have
all of a sudden.
Yeah. Like
Like that. $54, mother lovers.
Is that your level? Current level?
Yeah, buddy, I'm ahead of you. Oh, suck.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to do that.
You fucker.
Day 9 made me do it. He
It is
pointed
brilliant.
a gun at me and then said, say it, say it. You have to say it now. Right now. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna stab you. With a gun. What?
By the way,
What? Holy
talking
shit.
about the Dana, he just did recently this crazy ass video, like where he's like backstage of the what was the land called?
Iron
The
Squid.
latest one, Iron Squid, right? Exactly. Dude, that fucking venue is amazing. It's just
Amazing.
ridiculous, man. That's the heaven. That's it. That's the place you wanna be if you're a gamer. That is it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Out of potions. There we go. Come on, die. There we go.
Okay, campaign missions completed 8.
8.
Okay, let's see which one. Last mission enemy within. Yeah, it was with
The
the
Protoss
Protoss
ship
with
with
Zero. No, it was actually after that. I'm already like trying to like
Xeris.
biomass and like feed the dude
Ancient one.
to wake him up. Yep, that's where I'm.
Okay, Xeris, the home planet of the Zerg.
Yep. It's a difficult mission. I'm gonna tell you that. There's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of multitasking you have to do there.
Defending
Probably-
your base. There's actually a similar
probably not
mission
for
in
you.
Wings of Liberty. Kind of like the same. Kind of same.
Well, I guess they go through like levels of learning the game within the campaign, so the people actually grasp.
But it's kind of cool in both. No, well, even though they kind of overlap, like Wings of Liberty had some same missions that the Heart of the Swarm had, but it still is much more interesting than in some games, campaigns, because it has a lot more objectives than just
Yes,
build your
yes.
base and then go kill them.
Yes. And what I actually like about this expansion, that it starts out as a new game. It reintroduces itself. It reintroduces it with its mechanics and everything. And you can be a completely new gamer. And you just pick Heart of the Swarm. It's not suggested that you start with gods.
Yeah,
But
it kind of it starts in the middle of a story, so.
You could do it.
Although if you want to be completely like a lore nerd and like you have to start from actual the original
Exactly,
start,
yeah,
right? Because
exactly.
that's where the story begins. So you have to play that old game, which is awesome still, of course. I could totally play that game.
Unfortunately, I haven't because I haven't bought it. But I mean, it has like similar mechanics, so it's only really the graphics that make the difference between it. The story is
And the
as
controls, it
good.
kind of feels a little bit clunky when you're used to the StarCraft 2, because it really like you can't control only that 12 guys in
Yeah.
one group at a time. So that when you play Zerg and you have 100 Zerglings, it's kind of hard to control all those for a newbie.
Which you're not.
Of course, I am a freaking diamond in every game.
What? Not in Diablo, man. You're not diamond in Diablo.
Yes, I am.
I can tell it. No, you're not.
Yes, I am. And didn't you hear the sarcasm?
Take the sword piece back to Kane. My Kane's still alive. Probably is yours. Yours is probably already dead.
Yes, it is. You even foresaw that. You were still alive back then.
I tried to catch the dude. Like, kick me out of the room.
Magda, stop getting your trolls in my way. In my base.
Oh, you're boss fighting right now.
Yeah, man.
Good, buddy.
Yeah. It's so I can't use the soundboard when I'm playing, so it's kind of
Oh,
silly. It isn't as awesome as it could be. If I already had that, had them on a hotkey, like, BAM! You! BAM! You know the Mabel kind? BAM! What was in there? That would be awesome. That would be fucking cool. But no, it will require me to alt-tab, then click on the browser, the correct page, and then bam. Then bam. And bam. Magda. Magda is going to die very soon. Very soon. Bam. Done. Getting 2 rares. Like I said, every boss, first time you kill them, on every difficulty, you get 2 rares.
don't recall having 2 hours normal.
I do.
Whatever.
Skipping it. Okay, next subject.
It's yours again.
Yours again. Go ahead, talk about it. No. Have you... Well, you had some experience about Starforge.
Well, I've heard it about it. It looks definitely like a really awesome concept. It's a game. It's RTS FPS combination, right?
It's actually combining like the guys. It's actually two guys who started making this game. Very ambitious, combining multiple genres. There's some RTS elements there. There's some FPS elements there. There's some RPG elements there. There's also like it's a 3D Minecraft as well.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff in this game. Is you can there's practically a whole planet that's like simulated, and you can just build whatever there.
Well, yeah, the fact that you can actually exit the planet, like,
That
and go into space, that's immersive, man.
that
Shit
is
big.
that was like the part when I saw it, like there's like some sort of flying thing. I don't know if it looks like a space helicopter. But the guy enters that and goes just keeps on going up in the air and eventually reaches space, which is kind of awesome. And then you can build in space as well, which is like what you just sitting there.
It's pretty interesting.
And it has a lot of interesting like physics stuff in it.
Yes, I saw it. The fact that they're actually using actual physics to
Yeah.
run, not script. is-
Like
wow.
there's like a what do you call it? Well, something is like swinging in circles like in a quick fashion. And you run into that, then it's just like
Yeah.
bam,
The dude is
Hit
tumbling
you
around
off.
and whatnot.
home run, baby. But it looks really, really interesting. You can actually, if you buy it now, you can actually play it already.
Already played, yeah, the alpha.
Yeah.
But I hope I will be patient enough to and actually get it only on beta, because I assume there are only, as far as I know, only 3 developers on the game right now.
2 or 3.
Uh,
it's very
it's
ambitious.
gonna take a while. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but these guys seem so like into it, so it's most likely
Well, I mean,
gonna happen.
it's
Someday in
most
the
likely they're
future.
doing
It
it
might take
already.
years, but they will be seem like they are gonna be very, very like scrupulous in making the game. But now let's take a look at the video that we have here, and the interview. Otherwise, is pretty interesting read if you want. I linked it on the chat if you want to read it.
Hey, I'm Will, and this is Steve, and in this video, we're gonna show you the game we're making called Starforge.
And the fact that you can actually like dig, like there's actual a voxel based environment. It's insane. I do not, however, like the way they thought out the structural stuff, like the building stuff, how you can build stuff. It looks super undeveloped. Like
Like
it's
what?
just fucking, it's just fucking blocks.
Just
it looks
blocks,
super,
yeah.
super boring.
It looks like Minecraft.
I'd be more okay if it looked a little bit, let's just which game has some Gary's one, for example, when you have like a whole bunch, a list of like props that you can use, and you can just like stack, for example, I don't know, fucking wooden thingy of some sort of, or metal stuff, or stuff like that, but just actual props that you can build up. That would be quite. But as it stands right now, it doesn't look as interesting. I'd rather go in space.
Yourself or with your friends.
which
Well,
also
it
you
is
can
in
do. You
early
can build the
development,
thingy.
so.
Yes, I can accept that, but I'm still looking forward to the beta,
We're
obviously.
implementing a looting system with procedural
Let it
weapons,
brew a bit,
an
and maybe it
RPG-like
eventually
level
gets to be
structure complete with different abilities and
awesome
team
game.
skills.
But as it stands, if it truly interests someone that much of the plan, it's probably going to be good to
Pick it up.
support the
Right.
developers by getting it early. But
This entire fort was created in just a few minutes. our different 3D
but it
props.
definitely looks kind of interesting. There's a lot
Not
of
only
there's a
it
lot of
looks-
potential there, and just
Yes, that was what I was about to like talk about. The fact that these guys are so enthusiastic about their own creation, about their own like work, is just a super big bonus.
We are
Because
currently
these
working
people
on
have
a
created
procedural
it's
monster
everything.
It will
There,
allow you to
there hasn't
control
been a dude who was
build
like,
mountain
that has
base
to be
on
that
the
way, that
space.
has to be that way.
Walking
I
through
read
the
in my
massive
book,
perimeter will
like I
support
wrote in my book
walking along the
that
ground.
this
We're also putting tons of different
character
resources
was
available
like
to the player's mind.
a different, right?
yeah.
There's no such stuff. They're actually building the game and learning at the same time.
Physics-driven movement system, which means that your body reacts to every impact.
Like in there, they adapt to what they already have.
Which can lead to interesting results.
It will most likely. Gotta love it. God damn it, I hate spider level.
What's wrong with this?
I just don't like it. It's too dark for me.
We also put a real
I'm afraid of darkness.
Oh.
either fly or build into space at any time.
Yeah.
No loading screens.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh.
That's why I'm always, when it's dark, I'm inside in the house with all the lights on. I only sleep at days when it's like light. I can be safe.
Oh.
We're building 2 modes of gameplay into Starforge. In survival mode, you must survive and make your mark on the planet. This mode was inspired by Terraria and Borderlands. In Fort Wars, your goal is to destroy the other team's VATs, which means you have to build a base around your VAT to protect it, and get your drones to mine minerals to buy weapons. It is real-time strategy meets first-person shooter. This mode was inspired by Warcraft 3, Minecraft, and Halo. All of our modes will feature multiplayer and single-player gameplay. The survival multiplayer will be persistent across servers
So,
that feature
that's it. That's all you gotta say about the game.
Wars will be a setup in a ranked competitive
Video is
structure.
still rolling. Roll.
Roll. Okay, I'm getting Limp Bizkit right now. Not gonna do that. No, you don't like
Are you?
rock music and shit.
Wow. Space. Pretty space. Yeah.
Thanks
I
for
don't
watching
like
our
this
video.
situation.
The game is free to play, so if you go to
Shit!
Starforge.com
Shit!
and play it right now. We hope
God
you enjoy
damn it!
And please let us know what you think.
Don't do it!
Run.
I can't run, I'm in the corner. Shit. It's close. And I survive. Yes. Whew.
Was it really that close?
Well, I had 100 HP, I was in the corner, and I got my diamond skin on, but if they would have... I didn't have potion ready, so... And I had 6 or 7 of those snake things in my face. So, go figure.
Sounds like a party.
Sounds like a party, yes indeed. how does that work? Okay, back to base. Let's check the next one. Metro Last Light. You can talk about this now.
Rated M for mature.
Again, stuff is popping out the closer the game is to its release. Stuff is popping out. Recently, they released this quite interesting video about them actually explaining the stuff everyone already knew.
This guide should be your Bible.
About a little bit about the
Read and memorize
environment,
every
about
bit
the
of
factions
information.
in the game.
Your life depends on it.
If you do not know,
It's vital that
Metro
you don't lose your mind in this world
was
filled with
originally
danger and
the first
constant threat.
game of the series was Metro 2033, which was a
You might not know otherwise, but our world
post-apocalyptic
once different.
thing
Before 2013,
Thing.
we could go wherever
where
we wanted.
people survived
The
like
war forced us to the
atomic
spike down here.
attack.
Red perfumed Moscow metro.
They decided to actually go on a
This
metro.
place
It's all
was
Russians.
purposely
And
designed to withstand a nuclear strike.
you get the idea, I
The metro
suppose.
is literally the last
people are
outpost of the world.
Fighting
We
each
are
other,
completely
other
isolated,
monsters
cut
who
off
have
and more
evolved
divided than ever.
because of the
Every station is dominated
radiation
by
and
different factions.
just
The metro
stuff's going
is a
crazy
very
right there.
dangerous place, where
Really
daily
good-looking
life
game.
is ruled by
Uh,
hate and fear.
The next game in the series would be the
That's
Metro
why it's
Last
vital that you
Light,
stick with us,
which is
the good guys, the
set to
Rangers.
release, I think, in 2 months.
Explore every corner of the metro
similar to
and
that.
try to talk with as many people as possible. I tell you,
Uh,
war is coming.
I'm excited.
Every
Already
conversation that you work here
explained that
will
it
have
will be a
some
last
kind of
last
meaning or import on your mission.
week.
We won't be able to hold your
Really
hand all
looking
the
forward
time,
to the game
Ranger.
because I really
It's up to
enjoyed
you
the
to be vigilant.
first game.
All the locations you visit
Yeah.
It was
provide
just
information
action
about the world.
packed,
You
man.
will always be
It
doing
was
something
really
new or discovering
At,
unique
at some points you were
environments.
like
One minute,
actually
you might be
so
battling
much into the
uncompromising
game
mutants,
that you are
while the
actually
next moment
afraid
you will be
of
sneaking
what's going
past
to happen.
guards. Try not to lose
Right.
your head.
Yeah.
There's
And I
more
almost
than just
died
bandits
on
and
normal,
mutants
but
on
whatever,
the
who
metro.
gives a shit.
It's normal to feel vulnerable, threatened.
Whatever.
Getting through a station in the metro is
In this game, the narrator talks about stuff like the environment, what is going on. There's like the metro environment, and there's the
the metro network,
out on the
the
surface
surface,
environment,
and
there
transition
is
zones connecting the two.
the
The metro
environment
is
in
mostly clear of
between.
mutants.
Obviously,
It's
the
mankind presents
in
the
between
greatest
and the
threat.
surface is
As soon
hazardous
as you
because
venture
of the
into transition
first of
zones,
all radiation
expect to face
and
hordes of hungry
the
mutants.
evolved
Things
like
are
monsters,
some of them.
creatures,
The
or
ranger makes for a tasty meal.
should actually say animals, because I mean they evolved on Earth.
It's been 20
Right.
years, but the radiation levels are still strong enough in some places to boil water.
And that your biggest
Howling
threat
winds also
in
make some
the
areas
metro,
hazardous to
in
cross.
this metro
Beware of
system,
hotspots, toxic
uh,
gas,
are
as well
people,
as traps.
which I find actually
When was the
perfectly
last time you saw
resembles
rain,
the
huh? We're
peoples
starting to see the
as we
first
are,
signs of
right?
a nuclear
Humans.
spring. The occasional
We
ray
just
of sunshine,
fight each other the whole time,
water,
which I find actually
sunsets
really
give you the
stupid.
feeling that you're part of this
I just don't get the
living,
idea of
breathing
fighting
world.
each other.
Wherever you are, Ranger,
Okay,
It's greed,
let your guard
lust
down,
for
and
power,
don't be afraid to face this terror. Only
and all
then
that.
do you stand a
Actually,
chance
also
to survive
hate and
this
fear of
hellhole.
difference also drives religion.
also
That's as well. Religion is kind of also like the difference thing.
hate religion
Raising.
stuff. I just hate religion stuff. I've always hated it. I am not a supporter of any religion whatsoever. It doesn't like match to my knowledge of what I know about how we freaking evolved and how we fucking why the fuck are we even here? It does not match. It doesn't combine with anything that is said in the what is it called, Quran, right?
What?
Or in the Bible or
Ah,
whatever.
yeah.
Stuff just doesn't match. I am completely against.
Yes.
And I'm not even like trying to get into it because I know it's basically people had nothing to do in the like 3,000 years ago, probably, right? And in
Nothing
that
to
time frame, they had nothing to do, and they started to like just make these fairy tales, as I call them.
Okay.
Okay, reading through Bible once is fine as a book.
It's the most successful fantasy storybook ever.
Yes. Also the most profitable one.
Anything else on Metro last night? I still haven't played Metro 2033.
Waiting.
And can't really say much of last night. But you pretty much did most of that.
Videos are there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Finally,
feel free to check it out.
there's a long video, which I'm not going to show
God.
yet.
This is the next subject is very interesting. In fact,
Well, I guess I
discussions
have to
can
know.
go
You
hours
boiled it.
and hours of stuff.
Okay.
I haven't spoiled it yet.
Well, you said this is going to be very
Norm from
interesting, and if I don't show
It
it right
is.
away, it's going to be like, holy shit, why don't you show
You
me?
were
dick?
worked with PC Gamer. You were
It is super interesting.
on podcast before anyone else on podcast.
And this is gonna be an opinion thing. I can tell you that.
So you're like
Most definitely.
order number 100.
My order number was 109, but after the last E3 when Carmack, gave all this buzz to the Oculus, I just started.
It's gonna hurt my brain.
Amazing. So let's open it up because you have yours. Ours is still in the mail, and let's show people quickly not only what you get in the box, but how it connects to your computer.
Yeah.
So
Holy shit, so many spiders. Oh my god.
right here,
You
which
can
we've seen
die.
before.
Yes, I definitely will. I will die. It is incredible.
Are you going to die?
Are
Seriously?
you kidding me? There were a million spiders and I have... Where the fuck is that possible even?
Take either. No limitations.
What the
Just
fuck?
Video, no audio.
I'm actually in fact fucking shocked.
By 800.
So many spiders. I killed like 50 of them. It showed me killed 34 spiders at one point, and they just jumped some more. What the fuck? That's kind of stupid.
Primary monitor's another one.
Okay, whatever. Wasn't that far anyway.
1900 by 1200. It'll mirror to this just fine. And this.
Oh, obviously, I was under geared again. God
So
damn
on your computer
it.
monitor, you can always see it
Yeah,
in full resolution.
and you can actually read text.
Yeah, exactly. That's very important.
I just shouldn't play this game.
There's a power cable and
That's about it.
so you need mini USB.
I just think I should stick to normal.
Is sent back
No hardcore whatsoever.
It says 3 sensors in it, and
So
all
you
of them,
seriously died on level 10?
yeah, travel over USB to the
11.
computer.
11?
Yeah, buddy.
Plug in.
Yeah.
It says, sensor.
What now?
Okay, and then we gotta talk about the lenses because there's a lot of talk about interchangeable lenses. There's A cup, B cup.
And we're gonna
C
skip
cup, and there
fuck
are
it, I'm
just
gonna
right
stay in
here. How
base.
easy is that to
Start
change it?
playing it.
Well, it's not
With
terribly
this
easy.
video
It's super
and
easy,
stop
but they don't come out
conversation.
very easily.
We're
You
gonna
have
be
to
skipping
twist
this a little bit.
the lenses and pull them out.
Oculus
And then,
Rift, if
I don't
you're
know
not
if you can get a close
familiar,
up on that, but you can actually see the screen.
there's
on
this
the right
thing
side
that
there,
is right here.
With the lens out, it's
And
a 2-dimensional panel. If you
kind of
have
is
a
like a
video image
virtual
on there, you'll be able
reality
to,
stuff, so you can
resolve it
Right,
perfectly.
put it in your face
7-inch,
and you can
1280
look
by
around
screen,
Yeah.
in
and
the
it's
game
shiny.
world.
It's not a matte panel.
Like
it's
if your head moved in there as
reflective
well.
Yeah, but it takes a little bit of
Can you explain it a little bit
muscle
better?
to unscrew those.
So if you don't wear glasses, you can
Well,
use just
yes.
the A-series
Yes.
The thing,
and there's other
the glasses,
fine bit of
the
adjusting
thing
can
you
do is for
put
both
on your
sides, you can move the
face
distance of
on your
the screen from the
eyes
lens,
is
and that's just
basically
with a
display.
flat screwdriver. So
It's
you
actually
see right
two
here,
But in all of our
displays
cases,
at
we've
once.
all tried it. We all
Uh,
wanted it closest to the
In
lens.
between the
Even with glasses on.
display and your eyes, there is
but if
a
you just move it, you can
lens,
actually see the panel moving
which
physically
corrects
away from the
like
lens,
the stuff
back and
because
forth,
our
and you
eyes
can
don't
both
actually
sides.
look
Yep.
at stuff
And that it would-
very
same thing
close
if I
range,
moved it
like
back and
perfectly
forth.
straight.
One thing I found
So
cool is that
it's
the whole
adjusts.
unit is powered by 5 volts.
Uh,
so it gets 5 volts over
It
USB,
has
but I
like
don't know
these
if you use the
motion
power for that.
sensors,
But the power adapter that comes with it is just
which
a 1.5 amp
react
5
on
volt
your
adapter as well.
movement.
So they're doing
So
sensors
basically,
and
if you
screen
tilt
itself,
your head,
it's
if you
5 volts.
look around yourself, you can do some crazy stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Never touched it.
Okay, just that power.
Yep.
Alright, well, we're gonna
And
check
the
power
pro
as well.
scene, it
Put this
probably
on
wouldn't
and
work.
play some games.
Yeah,
If we look
it
at the
feels a
pros
little
side.
bit inaccurate.
Can we go?
At this point, right now. But they have some really cool changes to it. For example, I think
Yeah, so we tried the different cups.
they're gonna show in this video sometime. Like when you can actually aim with your mouse, right? just look around and aim with your mouse, like do the final adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do stuff like shooting at one point and looking over your shoulder.
Yes. So you can actually look in a different way than you're shooting.
Exactly.
Which is something
And
you
that
can't
is
do if you
that
don't
is
have
a
that.
that is a big one. That is a big deal.
And even with the
Which I think, if people get used to that type of stuff, people can get like really good. What do you call it? Awareness in the game, inside of the game world. They can just do stuff more and better if we adapt to it. Because I see Oculus a great future.
Team Fortress 2, there's a built-in caliber.
You can skip it, I suppose. To like in-game world, yeah. That's basically them transmitting what he's seeing on a display. Obviously, it doesn't look like anything special, right?
It looks kind of silly in that way.
You're looking at on a screen on it. Oh shit! God damn it! Fucking microphone.
Between your two eyes, you can get from any optometrist.
On a screen, you're looking basically at the screen, and nothing very special happens. But what's interesting is when he tilts his head like from like left to right, when he's tilting it, for him, it's normal. It's absolutely normal. But for us, the others, like who are watching it on the screen, it looks very, very strange because you have never seen this movement of the screen where he like tilts his head.
And you see so much more of it, like the characters. For example, he's here playing heavy.
Yes.
You can actually look at your own belly.
Yeah, so we've calibrated now, and now we want to
Yes.
show off the different.
Which is fun.
Again, that's all changed in the command line. And I'm gonna go on.
They have like different modes where you can aim with your head. For example, in Team Fortress 2, they added a different types of modes on how you can use this VR system. Either you can like aim with your mouse like slightly. There's like a bounding box in between in the middle of the screen. Or you can like aim with your head and stuff like that.
There is no Z-axis.
They have different methods of using the VR system.
I don't know if there's a
Which is
sensor,
kind of cool.
but like
Looking at his belly, that's cool.
Is it more of that
That's good.
rotating?
I'm pretty sure that's look. I'm going to shoot my own foot. I can't do that.
That's a great feature. I mean, yeah, fucking love it. He's gonna try to rocket jump. Obviously, he's gonna be fucking horrible at it because it's really hard to do.
If the Oculus Rift is moving around a ball where your eyes are, but not
I'm actually very eager to get my hands on one. I'm scared to buy one now because it's like still in development stage.
Yeah.
So wouldn't be really cool to buy one for $300 and then just realize that it's not good enough, and there's another one for $300 like right half a year later. That'd be stupid.
Yeah.
Do you want to drop 5? Do you like this one, Will?
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to getting one
number 2, I think.
myself.
Except for instead
I
of
don't
dragging
know,
the
that
cursor with me, I can aim
might be
freely.
kind of.
And there's a little bit of a
It could be
keyhole in
very
the
good. It
mouse,
could be
so I
good
am
for
getting-
immersion.
That's me moving the mouse.
But
That's
what
me
I'm
moving my
thinking,
head,
how good
which
is
like
that
this-
for your
this is a
eyes when you
pretty-
have a screen
this would be a
right
pretty
next
soft
to your
landing, I
eyes?
think, for somebody who's played a lot.
That's
that-
why they actually have the lenses.
Yeah.
Where you're sniping
And-
something, or you want to have precision aiming with a mouse,
What
but still
was
be
the
able to
other
look
thing?
around
Yeah,
and do that without
I'm
changing.
curious if
And
I'd have better
well,
precision
if you
with the mouse
look at
than I
it
would
here,
with
if
my
you,
head.
of course it's gonna most likely
Well,
look
we'll
different
find out.
than
Find
what
out
it
in a
looks
second. We'll
like
change
here.
classes,
on
but
PCs.
we're gonna pick your favorite. Let's try 5.
Okay, now we're getting into experimentals, right?
Yep.
But it
So
feels
5,
like
6, and 7 are
extremely
experimental modes.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is
confusing
my
bots.
mouse. Nope. Okay, so the cursor has nothing to do with where I'm shooting.
Well, as you can see, he can like look behind him, like aim behind him, but he has to use his mouse, which is obvious, which is okay,
Oh, that's weird.
right? But it can like fuck with your brain a little bit. Like at the start of it, I think it's just gonna fucking, you're gonna be like, what the hell am I doing, right?
Yeah. It's gonna feel
See inside
awfully weird.
Whoa!
You
And,
Once you get used to it, I think it's gonna be awesome.
and the
this is
reason
really weird. Okay,
why
this
it's
is
not going to be
experimental
good for
a reason. Hey, we won!
competitive reasons is that
Congratulations, red team.
the
I'm gonna give you
precision
six.
is not going to be there
Six me up.
unless maybe if you like get
I'm gonna
extremely
shoot my gun
good
into the air 'cause I have no idea what-
amounts of
okay,
hours
sure.
behind it,
Oh,
so
this is
like
kinda
you're
like that
extremely
well, we
used
gotta
to it,
get
you
back
might
to
get
the
something there. But it feels the way I see it here, it's not there's not that good precision to have that.
So
If
this is
it's
six?
3D,
This isn't
it's much
bad.
more. You get much more precision if you just go with
So
the
that's
basic
moving
keyboard and
mouse.
mouse.
Oh, so I have
Well, I mean,
vertical movement on
he's
mouse,
explaining with
but
3D
all
stuff,
of my
especially.
horizontal
He's
movement
explaining that
is
the particles look amazing because he has effectively two screens in it. Yeah, as I said, he just switched to two-screen mode, so he's getting the real 3D out of it. So he has this VR feel, and he's seeing the particles as they were flying in his face, right? So that's really cool. I find it really awesome that you can actually be scared of stuff, right, coming at you. Like I cannot imagine how cool it looks like when the bullets are coming towards you. That's probably amazing.
Or it might not be.
You know, the real challenge
I find
is
it
doing
could
this
be
without
really
having your
cool.
mouth open. Okay. So I
Yeah,
have
the
nothing
one thing I
happening
was
here.
supposed to say
Like
that could,
I'm moving my head.
well,
This is just straight.
as
mouse.
I don't
Oh my
really
God,
have
this
the
is
first
terrible.
person
Ooh.
perspective of how
expect
that
the
actually
movement,
looks
you
like
talked
to
about
me,
this a little earlier,
if you
Jeremy.
would have
When
that on your
expecting
head.
movement and you
That
don't
might
get it,
actually feel a little
weird
bit
things happen in your
uncomfortable
head.
to wear,
Like I
but
turn my
also
head
it
and I
might
expect
make you
it to
kind of
turn.
nauseous.
7 looks like not a good mode to play, and
Seven.
basically turning off the.
Oh God. Okay.
Well, you're always in dark there, first of all. It doesn't matter what light you're playing. You have these. You cannot call them glasses because you can see through them.
Yeah, hit
What do you call it? VR system, let's just say.
give me like a.
It's always dark, so you always get like perfect light out of your screens. They're obviously adjusted and whatnot inside of it, so it's not too bright. It doesn't hurt your eyes, most likely. I hope that it doesn't, because if it does, okay, that's bullshit then. They haven't thought it out.
This isn't a way to improve your marksmanship in a first-person shooter. You know, it's not a way to play the game any better. It's a way to immerse yourself in the world better.
So it's immersion.
It's all about immersion, yeah. It's not necessarily about being a better.
But the fact that you can actually it works like in some ways in life, you can like have a quick look without changing a direction to your side, for example, when you're running, right?
We need to get a pro.
So that might be really cool. I mean, yes, you can do it with WASD.
To over shoulder.
It's fine. We get it, the pro players, the pro scene, yeah. TF2.
The control stuff is a little bit weird and is going to take some
But,
getting used to figure out what the right way to do this is.
I really hope
The ability to
it
look over
explodes.
here and shoot there is huge. I mean, that's something you can
Well,
do. in
it
first-person
exploding
shooters.
kind of depends on how they
Flick your mouse so
develop it.
fast between those two spaces that.
Well, I mean, Valve's into it. They added VR commands in all of their Steam games. Not Steam games, but Valve games.
There's a certain amount of
So that's cool.
sensation that I get running around in the game that I don't get with a mouse and keyboard.
Maybe it's something you get used to.
Let's
Do you wanna
try a
jump in the
different
server?
input mode. Hold on. Let me figure out what input mode I want.
What would you like to see on these, if you would like to see anything at all?
Rocket jumping should be fun.
Yeah.
I haven't really
Because
thought
the
of
best thing
that
about
too
playing
much.
Pocket at least was
Kind of.
flying up above the city and looking down.
It
So
could be
imagine
like a great
doing a
tool
rocket
for,
jump and then looking
like,
down.
imagine
Actually,
yourself
I'm gonna do
playing
demo
Amnesia
because I
with
think I'll have a
those.
better chance aiming.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh man, hiding behind a barrel like. Oh, shit! Shit!
I am actually imagining that this could like introduce a scene something similar to an actual 3D generated films, like movies, content, stuff like that,
This is I want to get out and play people.
where you're watching a movie, like, but you can look around your surroundings. like to a certain point, let's just say, right?
That is pretty good.
That would be a big thing, I think.
I'm not that. I don't have that much presence yet. Presence of mind.
Yeah, and I think
it's
the
a
biggest
little-
thing
it's
about
pretty
this
disorienting.
virtual
I
reality
mean,
stuff,
not in
or
a terrible
the
way,
Oculus Rift anyway,
but, like,
is
I
going
just-
to be
you know.
if
Oh,
they
wow.
get it working nicely.
Yeah, I ended up
to
aiming the right
just
way though, so I guess I'm doing something.
the right products or the right
It's
games,
Like, I feel like if you spent 40 hours with this,
it can add
then you
so
could do some
much
magical stuff.
immersion that
Like,
it's
it
gonna
feel- you know how
add
sometimes you
a lot to
feel
the game
when
experience
you're-
of
when you see something
some
new,
games that require that
It's-
certain
there's a steep
atmosphere
learning curve here.
to be
There's a
really
low
really achieved
level of wonder
at the
and
greatest
steep
level
being actually able to be better at
of
this
greatness.
than with a normal mouse and
Yeah,
keyboard and screen.
I'm curious to see if it.
For example, like horror games like Amnesia, that
I doubt
if
they'll
you had
probably use
this,
it.
like,
Somebody just
it's
joined.
gonna be like you're in the world, and then you have your headphones on, and
Do you
you're
feel
like completely
right now having just the 3x
away from the reality there.
that is enough.
You're
Well, it's 6x
completely
'cause it's-
immersed
okay, so
into
we
the
can-
world
I can
as
twist
you're
and I
playing.
can go up and down.
I'm actually
That's-
imagining.
You know what I think?
That's gonna be like a huge,
Pull your ear to your
huge
shoulder.
thing.
I'm actually imagining what could really work with the VR systems are racing games. That would be amazing from the... See the thing where he tilts the head? It looks so weird for us, on the, like, a normal screen, but it looks absolutely normal for him. Because he's doing it, and his brain is automatically, okay, stuff's going on.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Okay.
We can't finish
Hit
this
me.
without.
But yeah, I imagine this with racing games from the cockpit view. Amazing. Amazing.
Could be. There's some
So
great
now,
teaching potential.
They're
Like,
shipping out the developer kits.
we can't let you drive a real car, so we're gonna put you drive a car right here.
I think they said they've sold about 40,000
That could work.
so far.
For example.
Through Kickstarter on their website.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And the fact that you do not need for the, it doesn't currently have like a huge resolution, this thing.
And
It will have, they announced they will have like, I think full 1080p screens in front of your eyes, which is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
or confirmed at least online.
But
You're playing as a soldier now.
like, you don't need fucking 3-5 monitors in front of your face, like taking so much energy, right?
Yeah, it looks like you have someone to kill.
You can just have put them on and you have it. There you go, bam.
Just hit a stationary target.
Like huge screen everywhere you look at. There is a screen, which I think is really nice.
When we saw you
That-
guys at GDC,
At the same time, that kind of scares
Oh, there
me
you
a
go.
little bit.
Rocket. Oh.
I don't know why, but it feels like
Oh,
there might
yeah.
be some
kill
problems
him or
with
did
that
he kill
kind of
himself?
solution, like
Oh,
having
I
this
killed him, yay!
Killed
thing
him.
at your face.
Yeah, I didn't think
And
that's
if
so cool.
Very impressed. Will.
if us like we nerds do, we stay on the computer for like ages, 12 hours a day.
Yeah,
let's
I
say.
think I'm strongly pro
And you
this.
have
I
the
wish it was
thing
high
on your
resolution,
face for
which
12
is-
hours per day.
Somebody
What-
says,
how does that
"Are you trying
affect
to
you
bust? Can
physically?
spot for me, Norm?" My social
That'd be horrible.
training.
Just saying.
Training.
I mean, you don't have to like have it all the time. Only when you're like
And like
enjoying content, specific content, example movie or
yeah,
a game, and this.
but if it gets to like the point, like if you play a game, and you want to play with the Oculus Rift, and you're wearing this thing
Yeah, it's a little
10
weird.
hours per day in your face
I know
because you
some
want to
people
play the
feel
game
like
because it's so good.
First-person shooters who move
What
their
does
bodies.
how does that
Try to dodge
affect
stuff.
you?
Yeah, and I can imagine them wanting to.
I think it wouldn't affect the eyes any much more than normal screens would, but what would be affected is your just normal like motoring skills. By motoring, I mean just your basic movement would be fucking disrupted.
I don't actually. That hasn't bothered me because I'm kind of used.
You wouldn't be able to walk for like 10 minutes, right? Normally.
Pretty low.
Because you wouldn't be like, for turning around, you'd be using your mouse, but you don't have a mouse because you're on the fucking floor standing in real life. Stuff like that going on, which is fucking like taking drugs, but hey,
Any place that you want to travel or do anything.
everyone does like drugs, right?
We see.
Team?
Right. Okay, this needs a dog.
This is a 7 or 8 inch
Yeah.
screen. There's
Yeah.
no reason that the pixel density can't go up, especially as they start to scale
What?
more and more.
Different types of.
The pixel density is
The third one is a classic.
That doesn't bother me so much as that.
The second one isn't bad
The
either.
juddering is
And not even the first one.
that's the thing that was bad about the Scout.
My God.
Fast that it was like right
God.
where you need mushrooms.
What was in there?
And everything's
kidding
blurring
me.
out behind you and the colors are running.
The maple kind, yeah.
It's a little gnarly.
Covered it with what?
Totally we-
What was in there?
My God, so good.
Interesting thing to me is
It's amazing. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like a short clip, like the
All-
doors just like flash clip, you know, like.
All of them at the same time.
those things are
Like not looks but sounds.
dramatically better.
He's not as good because you don't see the
Oh
dog
my
actually
God.
talking.
I actually bought a third strip from the agency.
What?
It doesn't-
It's still kind of funny.
this is much lighter.
Really good.
I was gonna say you don't notice it after 10 minutes.
Well, if you know, it's
I mean, I
funny.
notice it's pressing on my face and I have glasses on. It's a little like that stuff.
Anything else about the Oculus Rift?
Love it. Waiting. It eventually it's gonna be there. VR systems are gonna be there sooner or later. Accept it.
It's gonna happen someday. Personally, I'm kind of like suspicious about it, but sort of interesting as well.
Well, I mean, if you had a chance to try it out, it wouldn't be like, oh no, I'm not trying it because I think it's shit. You would. You definitely would.
Maybe. Baby. Holy shit.
And just imagine getting hooked on it. Awesome.
Awesome, or maybe not awesome. I don't even know.
I imagine stuff like space simulators or just like really crazy shit like that would be really
That
amazing.
would be.
That'd be amazing.
What skills would I fucking use?
Any.
The lightning stuff is so slow. But it works great against bosses because it has so much stun possibilities. But in terms of just getting the mobs, I need to get something AO-ish. But meteors without, I don't know. Meteors against reflect damage feel kind of scary. I don't even fucking know. Shit.
I feel like a fucking noob right now.
You boob.
You boob.
Yes, indeed, you boob. Okay.
Speaking of space sims, Star Citizen, awesome.
If you say so. Well, it does seem kind of freaking awesome. That much is true.